footballer, so I wanted to learn something new today, so I chose this kick.
And the doctor is in the house.
So a quick bit of history on this. A few weeks ago, I ran my first ever Rugby 7/content creation camp here in Hong Kong. I absolutely loved the process. We did a load of rugby training, classroom work and content creation. I definitely want to do more, so let me know in the comments if you'd like to come to a This Is Sevens camp. But while I was at that camp, a few of the students were unbelievable at this kick. I had a go, I wasn't very good, so I thought I should do something about it. So anytime I try to learn something new, I'm a big fan of trial and error, having a go at it first yourself, seeing if you can problem solve. If that doesn't quite work or you don't quite get there, then I start to look at people who are already experts or very good at the skill, and can you take some learning points out of there. This trial and error really builds that understanding rather than just being given all the answers straight away and having a go at it. So the basic idea to get this ball spinning is that you're going to pull back with one foot and then kick through with the other one, and this causes the rotation in the ball and it'll stand up straight. So a success for me is going to be able to get that ball spinning consistently. I want to make a kick from the 22 straight over the post, so let's see how I go. Kind of. That was the main thing I was doing every time. I was kicking the ball way too heavily and it was just going 5-10 meters away from me. That was the best one yet. So managing to get a few standing up, it's not spinning loads though, and then the other ones I'm either catching them way too thinly or way too thickly, so they're not spinning at all, or I'm kicking them miles away. We're getting there. It's quite long grass, so I think I need to try and get more revs into the ball, which I think you need to do anyway with the technique, just to make sure it stands up and doesn't lose all its speed straight away. So there's quite a lot of grip in this grass. So making some improvement with the trial and error, but I think I need a little bit more input, so I'm going to look at someone who I know is very good at it. You might know him as Rugby Nudge on Instagram, but he's put up a video, he calls it the NATO Nudge. Going to have a watch of his video, see if there's any little tips I can pick up on. So after watching the video, I think I'm brushing my foot up the side of the ball too delicately and you need to kick through the edge of the ball, so I'm going to give that a go. It's already working, getting some better spin. Come on. There you go. Alright, we're getting somewhere now. Come on. Whoa. So one thing I found that's been helping, I had my foot on top of the ball, and when I was pulling it back and kicking it, it was going too far. Just having my foot over to the side a little bit more, when I pulled it back, I think getting this tip up a little bit and kicking under it is what's going to really help. Don't know if that was still in shot, but that definitely went up. It always feels good when you start breaking down a skill and getting these little learning points. So I'm going to stick with this, foot just to the side of the ball and kicking up underneath it. Best one yet. If I can get a spin up one more time, I'm going to start having some shots at goal. There we go, let's have some shots. Here's the first one. It can be really frustrating learning a new skill. I'm getting frustrated now, but the key is just to stick with it. If you need to take a 5-10 minute break, go do that, calm back down, and then start picking up those key points that you were focusing on. So I've come to get the rugby ball that I kicked over onto the football pitch, and I thought I'd have a go at the skill on here. It's a slightly older 4G and it seems to be working a lot better for me. So I'm going to do a few reps here just to build up the confidence. Not quite there, but you can see that I'm spinning it far better to kick it over. Nice. Right, let's try and hit some of these consistently. Nice, there's one. There's two, but it didn't go over. Got a little bit of extra control on that. It's quite far away from the camera. I don't know if that picked it up. So I think that's a good one to end on. I've been here for about an hour and a half and I think I've made some good progress. Just to reiterate, anytime I learn something new, trial and error to begin with, see if you can pick out those key little learning points, see how you go from there, then have a look at what the expert, what the pros are doing, take some more points from there, and then it's just about trial and error, sticking with it, analysing each rep you do, seeing what you can come up with. When I come back to this skill again, a couple of key points that I'm definitely going to concentrate on. First of all, rather than rolling from the middle of the ball, just to the side so one of the edges comes up and I can kick through the ball. At the start of this, I was definitely trying to slice the edge of the ball, but you have to kick through the tip of it, and this is what's going to cause the spin. And finally, the next work on is going to be able to kick the side of the ball to keep the spin going or to increase the spin and move the ball around before then taking the shot. If you have any tips for me for performing this skill, please drop them in a comment below. But diolch yn fawr for watching.